what are you doing there?
Making chips.
So we discovered my brake pedal lever was a little bit too far away for my short legs, and a little short because the air cleaner sticks out so far. So my solution, it's a theory, I'm going to see if it's going to work, to take these stock Harley pegs here, cut the end off. That's what Keenan's doing right now. And then we're going to put threads. What is that? 5/16 threads?
Maybe.
We'll put a 5/16 threads in there, and then this will be the new brake pedal. And we'll make a matching one for the shifter. So stay tuned.
Alright. Look at that finish.
Look at that.
Where's the other peg?
It's right here. But I didn't. Where's it?
Not done yet.
Right out of focus.
Am I supposed to cut that?
Right there. So I'm going to go back to the vise and pull this rubber sleeve off of here. Cut the end off and bring it back so that you can...
Does that need to be sharpened any?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It still cuts that way though.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll use the other side.
Alright, so I'm going to stop right there and go pull this sleeve off. So here's the peg. Got it clamped into the vise. There's a rubber sleeve. I just pulled it off. Make it a little easier if you use this snap-on hook tool. You loosen up the... Stick it in there and you loosen it up. Spray some lube in there. Have it clamped into the vise and yank that rubber sleeve off. From there, clamp this peg into the vise. I set it just about the height of the distance of the guard on the cutter, and then set the cutter right on the vise and work it across till it cuts it off. So I'm going to try to set this camera up so you can see the cutting taking place, because Keenan's busy right now. So let's see. And that will cover it. Is that covering it? Alright. Kind of see some of that. chuck it up into the lathe. So we're drilling the hole for the tap. So we're going to put some threads in the end of these things.
Same thread or you changing that?
Same thread. Can you tell us what drill bit did you use for the 5/16?
5/16 coarse thread.
5/16 coarse thread.
F drill.
Is it F drill bit? And now you're grabbing the tap.
You got one?
See, here's the chart right here. I don't know if you can see that. And you look up the size of the drill bit required for what size of threads. It's really important. If it's too small, then it's way too tight and you can break your tap. If it's too big, it's going to be loose threads and your bolt will fall out.
So that's how you want your brakes to be, right? Dull tap or hard metal? Or both?
Probably a combination of the two.
Probably.
So he's about done with that. We're going to repeat the process. I'll get this zoomed in on here. We'll end up repeating the process. This is what the stock Harley peg looks like with a rubber sleeve off of it. You can see this little bump on the end keeps the rubber from coming off. There's where I cut it off. See, that's all nice and faced flat. Unlike this one, just a rough chop where I just chopped it off.
That's worse than the last one you did.
Oh, come on now.
Jeez.
That's frickin' fine.
I already broke off one cutter. You want me to break off another one?
Just break off the other tip of that cutter. Even it out.
Great.
It's got 3 points, right?
Yeah. $10 a bit. How many are you going to buy?
1.
Where's my $10?
Just add it to my bill.
Great. Another freebie one again. Is that enough depth for you?
I did forget.
I didn't forget it.
I forgot your cutting wheel today. Or when I got in the truck, I'm like, ah. They're just going to bitch at me for using up the cutting wheels.
I did.
Look at that. Pick a bolt. The bolt's right there in my hand. Right there. See that? Pick a bolt.
Alright. Let's get halfway straight. Nice even surface of chuck on there.
Look at that.
Make sure you pull it all the way out against the stop. That's this stop. Otherwise it can come out. If you all the way gets the back of the stop here, it can't come out any further. So it might stay tight in the jaws. The jaws are only hitting right up here on the very tip.
So you have that.
I have my broken bit, is that what you just asked?
Yeah, your broken bit.
It's right here. I'm gonna put it back in there so I can break it some more.
Oh, you're gonna use the broken one?
Yes.
You're gonna turn it to the nice, clean, sharp tip.
To hell no, I'm gonna cut that thing off. It's gonna break some more of it off, so I'm gonna break the broken one.
Oh yeah, break a broken one. Watch out for those hot chips.
I noticed them, they are hot. Broken bit looks really good.
Look at it just nibbling away.
It's a nice sharp edge on that broken bit.
Yeah, it's cutting on the broken part.
That's tight.
More nibbling.
Nibble uneven.
You can hear it smoothing out now.
Let's get it broken. Look at that nice clean finish.
Look at that. Shazam.
Where's my bottom Allen?
Way down there somewhere. In that chip pile.
Okay, that chip cuts really good. Now we're going to move to the smoother side that actually cuts. Instead of just ripping the metal off like we just did.
No, he has a whole selection right here, nice sharp ones. He wants to bitch at me about his own chip one.
I think they're all broken here. Those are recyclable. So
Yeah.
the good ones are over here and they're good down.
Oh, hiding the good ones. See, now we know. They're hiding underneath the tray.
Oh, they fall down there too.
Oh, and then you had to like dig through the chips here.
Right. That's where you find the good stuff at. It actually cuts instead of just rips. I just laying over there.
Look at that. He just threw the custom brake lever on the floor
We left it in the way.
and probably scratched
The Allen.
my $100 Allen bolt. Okay, I might have exaggerated a little bit,
$99.99.
but there's dollars involved.
Trying to get my $10 chip back value.
I'm betting this bolt actually is about, where is it? Probably about a frickin' $3 bolt. Good thing I already own it.
I'm doing that 'cause it's chrome. Can we test it out again? I'll see if I'm good at this.
No. Look at that.
Make sure you stop with lube on there every now and then.
Yeah, you want to burn up that drill bit.
No. I'll stop in a minute. Okay, I'll stop there. How's that? Alright, there's some lube on that so I won't burn it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I lubed it. You happy?
Yeah. So what's the depth of these threads?
About 1.1/8, 1.25 inches. Now see, that's a 1/4 inch bit, that's an F drill. The F drill is only 7 thou bigger. I pre-drilled it with an F drill, and with the other drill that took out most of the meat.
You don't think we might want to go deeper?
You can go at the other end if you want. My tap doesn't go in that far.
No, I just, I think the lever is like 1/2 inch, something like that.
I don't know.
I didn't measure it. Look at that.
Where's my cutter tool?
You finish off the threads by hand so you don't chance snapping the tap into the...
No, it wouldn't power through.
No?
Got a tap driver, I could power it through, but I didn't have a tap driver.
I like my explanation better.
Let me get that out of you and make sure it's just right. Are you happy?
Look at that.
Oops. Yeah, I think I just gotta pan it over there. A couple more fins to fix now over there somewhere.
Nothing you can't just weld back on.
So you could go like this, see?
Yeah, that's a little quicker.
More dangerous too.
Yeah. Deeper in the edge there.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring my paint, so I'll just bring these home tonight and paint them. The rubber covers 90% of it, but not the end. I don't want rust bleeding out.
See how it's spun in the lathe there?
Oh man, now you're fired.
That's because I use power to power it through.
Oh, you're freaking fired twice. Look at that, see? Just freaking throw those genuine Harley Davidson foot pegs that have been customized now on
Look
the
what they did in
frickin'
that pan
floor.
and fork right there. I think they damaged it. You owe me a fork now.
Fork and forks.
Damn it. Can't take you anywhere.
Let's see how this thing looks. So the theory is, this is what was going on. There's my brake lever. Put this nice stock brake peg on here. Looks great, doesn't it? Only thing is look at the distance when you're sitting on the bike, where the air cleaner is, or where that peg is. So it's a little bit of a challenge to put the brake on. I'm at a weird angle, I'm way over here. Anyway, you kind of have to like rock your foot over, just, you know, use the tip of your toe to put the brake on. So the theory is, get rid of this. Put this on here. Here, you can do that.
What?
You can either operate the camera or screw this in
I want to
there.
work on this stupid shovel. I want to go work on the damn VL. I got a VL to put together. Stupid ass shovel heads. These aren't worth anything anyway.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I hear they won't do more than 70 mile an hour. Someone told me that once.
This one here is going to do 120.
500 horsepower you said it was supposed to make too. But
Yeah, it's going to be 100 horsepower.
yeah, sure. You get the wrong Allen too.
So the angle's a little deceiving because the foot peg actually sits at an angle, and the brake pedal is going to sit straight.
Okay.
So it'll look a little weird, but
There you go as far as it'll go.
oh, it'll go farther than that.
Yeah, as far as it's going.
Okay, the thread's too tight.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, is the bolt too long? The thread's too short? What's up?
There's some birds on something. Is that or this?
Huh. Well, we're going to clean that up,
No, we're not.
and then I'm going to put the rubber
It's
on there,
self-aligning.
and
Are we gonna straighten this lever up too, or
we'll get back to that in a minute.
I want to straighten it with a hammer?
Well, Keenan wants this peg to match the brake peg to match the foot peg, and I told him that wasn't necessary, but he insisted on taking a big adjustable wrench. Some people call them crescent wrenches.
It's made by crescent or crescent wrenches.
And stick it on there and then give it a twist.
You fell down already. I saw it.
Yeah.
These chrome bolts don't like these pegs.
Yeah, putting these solid brake and shifter pegs is going to kind of eliminate my whole theory of putting pivoting pegs.
There you go. Where's your rubber at, Mr. Rubber?
Right there. But I still need to clean it. I was going to clean it up.
Do you want the Harley or you want the non-Harley?
The Harley, but I was going to clean it first and then paint the inside of there. Otherwise,
You didn't clean it yet.
otherwise it's going to rust in there.
Dirty. There you go. It's all done.
Yeah. That's almost like it was. Where is it? Almost like it's supposed to be there.
Almost.
Look at how close that is.
I'd bend this back this way too, but you should do, but you might not like that.
No, it'll put a freaking kink in there.
It's kinky.
If this was solid, it'd probably have a little bit more forgiveness to bending it, but this could kink if you start bending on it.
Uh-oh. Kinky foot peg.
It's something
I
doesn't
bet
look
you I
right
can
in
fix that lever. I have a special tool right here. Stick that sucker right on there and go like that, and then I bet you it'll fix the problem.
Yeah, I don't want that all bent all up. So,
I bet you I can put a pipe on there and do it that way too.
stop bending shit. So I still need to clean up these.
No, it's perfectly clean.
I'm going to take this back off and paint the inside where we just machined. Otherwise, even though it looks all bitchin' right now, a couple months down the road of washing it, it'll start showing rust bleeding right through this edge if I don't paint that inside edge first.
Yeah, you should have that all replated and chromed and done correctly.
No.
It's a half-assed job that we're doing today. It's not working.
Alright, so we'll get back to you when this is all done up and put back together.